Am I going to start every video like this? Probably. Hey everyone, hi. Welcome to a vlog. I'm not sure how long the vlog is going to be and over how many days, who knows. But I thought I would do a little vlog and we would start off with Harry, who is such a sweet boy. I have a question for you all. Do you all shop first and then figure out what you're going to make for dinner, or do you shop with dinners in mind? This time I did not want to put in the work, so I just bought the things that I knew I could make meals out of, and then I figured I'll just figure out how to make the meals later. Probably not the most economic way of shopping, but I didn't want to be bothered with some sort of meal plan, so I didn't. And I'm just going with it, and then knowing in my mind that I can make meals out of what I bought. Okay. Everyone's just here for you anyways, huh? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. We're gonna do a quick outfit of the day. This is Harry. He is wearing his beautiful gray coat and some white leggings for his legs. He's got the cutest little eyes, and his sweet little ears are a perfect accessory. Okay, but what I'm wearing is that I bought this top off of Poshmark. It is from a brand called Doan that I've known about for years, and I finally took the plunge and bought a top from them. It is really, really pretty and has a gorgeous shape. It's a silk top, and I have paired it with a sweater because it's kind of cold here today. Actually, it's quite cold in the morning, like 37 degrees. I know in other places in the world it's much colder, but for us in South Carolina, that is frigid. And I'm wearing my top with a brown belt, some brown boots that I also got from Poshmark, and then some jeans that I bought secondhand. So yeah, lots of secondhand things here today. I didn't realize how much of a secondhand shopper I was until I started doing these outfit of the days and then naming all the things that are secondhand, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like the whole wardrobe. So I'm gonna put you down. Oh, okay, I'm gonna actually walk with him because I don't want to put him down, right? I don't want to put you down. Okay, so we'll show the outfit of the day. Are you showing our outfit of the day? The shoes. The shoes. I love these boots. All right, let's go. I forgot to tell you about my jewelry, so I'm wearing earrings and then a homemade necklace that my little boy just gave me, which is so cute. Lunch is leftover pasta and some kombucha. Just look at his little face. So guys, I think it's, what time is it? It's tea time! Yay! Harry just got his first bath. Oh, he's shaking. What? Dee, did we just give the dog a bath?
Yeah.
Did he like it?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you start crying when you saw the dog because he was a kid? He wasn't a kitty?
I want a kitty.
You wanted a kitty?
Cause we don't have a kitty. Some have a kitty because there's no kitty store. Just a dog store.
Okay.
The kitty store.
Okay, don't argue. Hey, what do you guys like about the dog?
I like him after he plays with me.
Oh, you like that he plays with you? Dee Dee, what do you like about the dog?
Playing my butt. Ew.
Don't say potty words.
Play.
You like to play with him? Do you like to snuggle with him? Yeah.
I like to snuggle with him too. I just like to do scratch his head a little bit.
You like to scratch his head a little bit?
Yeah, after it's dark, I want to let him go to sleep because I'm really not good waking up people.
Oh, that's true. You're really good at going to sleep when we tell you to go to sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No.
What else do you want to say about the doggy?
Harry.
Harry is Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to snuggle with Harry.
I like to snuggle with Harry too. Dee, say hi.
Hi.
Thanks. All right, back to lunch. So lunch is stir fry from last night with some rice. And I'll probably grab a kombucha while I'm at it. And chicken, yeah. Thank you. This just in, you all. This just in. By the way, Justin, you haven't posted in a long time, and I'm wondering where you are. But look, the paper broke. We need to do surgery on the paper right now. So we gotta fix it. They got fixed. Look, they got fixed.
Have the tape.
With the tape. Come on, go back to bed. Go.
Like this.
This is definitely a Nonfiction November kind of video, because I am using, I decided to use my cookbooks more often, and I was thumbing through some recipes, and of course I stumbled on Mastering the Art of Southern Cooking, which is fantastic, especially if you live in the American South, or if you're really interested in the American South. Our cooking here in the United States South, it has some very specific ingredients and recipes and methods. And the other day I cooked this amazing recipe, which was very different for me. It was chicken thighs coated in curry and flour, and then you put them in a pan and browned both sides. Then you poured on some chicken stock and added dried fruit and yams, and you let that simmer for like 20 minutes. And then when you're done, everything is kind of like saucy and yummy, and dried fruit. I had dried cranberries, dried cherries, dried apricots, raisins, really good stuff. And then all of that is together, and it has this, I didn't use a ton of curry because my kids ate it with us, but it had this like unctuous depth of flavor that was really, really tasty. And that came from this. And one of the things that I love about Mastering the Art of Southern Cooking, this particular cookbook, is that all of the ingredients are local to my area, the area in which I live. Because a lot of times, like, somebody will rave on social media about, like, Jamie Oliver, that's a cook, right? They'll be raving about, like, a cook overseas. And then when I look at the cookbook, I'm like, oh, some of those ingredients are just not available to me here where I live, because, you know, the author is writing to a very specific demographic and a very specific region typically. And it's not supposed to be, I don't want to say it's not supposed to be used over here, but it's not really directed for me, especially if it's like British cookbook writers, or even like those from the northern United States. Their terrain and their you know, farming good, I mean, all the products available are just different. And so this Mastering the Art of Southern Cooking, the reason why I recommend it to Southerners is because it really has all of the ingredients available. So it has pecans, there's okra, collards, and just all of the different ingredients that are very familiar here and really easy to get to. And then it has recipes based on those ingredients. So I really appreciate this book for my area. It was a gift from a friend, and I just really, really love it. And most of the recipes are very doable, the ones that I've cooked. So there was that curry chicken with fruit. It was so good. It was just so good. We had it with bread, I think, and it was just a delight. But today I'm gonna be making Charleston Chewies. And the way that she describes it in the book, she, as in Natalie Dupree, that's right. The way that she describes it is that it's in between a cookie and a candy, but really it has the texture of brownies, and but no chocolate in it. So it's the texture of brownies, but the base is more of like a brown sugar butter base. And then you add a ton of pecans in it. And it is really, really good. And some of my friends, they're going through, I don't want to say they're going through a hard time, but they had an unexpected thing happen. And the way that I show people that I love them is by cooking, among other ways. But I like to cook for people when I'm worried about them or I'm thinking about them. It's my way of saying, you know, I love you. So I'm going to make these, and hopefully, if my friends are around, then I'll gift them some in the next couple of days. But yeah, that's it. So I don't know if I'm going to show you all of the cooking, but I'll definitely show you little clips along the way. Okay, so I'm going to show you my outfit of the day really quick. I have my earrings, which I always wear. I have my, my top is from Target actually, and it's a linen shirt. It's either a linen cotton blend or a linen shirt, which I really like. And they're tucked into pants. This very much feels like, hi, I used to go to private school and I haven't gotten over my uniform. But really, this is all about, hi, this is Shelly, and I'm being comfortable, you know, that kind of thing. And so I have these linen pants on bottom that are very loose and comfortable, and I have, you know, sandals. So I'm gonna back up and show you. Hi, Harry. Hi, Harry. And this is Harry. He completes all of my outfits. Yes. So, okay. While I wait for my my Charleston Chewies to bake, I wanted to update you. I actually had to make this twice because the way that you make the Charleston Chewies is by melting butter and brown sugar together to make a caramel, and then from there you add eggs, vanilla, your flour, and so on and so forth. And I remember from last time I made this, the book says that she suggests a hand mixer while you're making the caramel, set on low heat. And while that is true, you can make it that way. I never had much luck. I always, the oil from the butter and the sugar separate, and ends up turning really not good. So I remembered that I had better luck not using the hand mixer and just using a spoon and waiting for the butter and sugar to melt together to make that caramel. So there was that. There was that. But otherwise, yeah, it's just a game in patience, and that waiting for that caramel to mix is the hardest part. Though I think I probably could come up with a better method than her. I don't know. By making like caramel with sugar water and then adding with water and sugar and then adding butter in and then adding the rest of your ingredients, and I bet you it would turn out the same and it might be easier. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Anyhow, it's still a good recipe. It's delicious, and now it's baking, so I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm excited that we're at this stage. And I thought I would tell you all what I am reading. So this morning I read, one moment. I was not prepared, y'all. Okay, so this morning I read Catherine the Great. I read it this early morning. I'm gonna set them down a little bit. I read Catherine the Great really quite early this morning. I'm almost finished with part 1, and maybe I'll do a whole video on this, but if you all have ever watched the Catherine the Great show, that's garbage. Though when I watched it without reading the book, it wasn't garbage. I really love the two main actors, Peter and Catherine the Great. Peter, the emperor of the time, and then Catherine the Great, his wife. I love the actors that are in it. I'll maybe put in some pictures or something so that you all know. And I feel like the nature and the personality of the actors are true to the story, but that show is garbage compared to like what this book offers. It is immensely readable. It is just absolutely fantastic. And again, I'm at the end of part 1, so that covers Catherine's childhood up until she marries Peter, pretty much. And it is fantastic, very, very enjoyable. And I'm doing it as a casual read, so for somebody who's casually reading it, I'm not needing to like notate like who everybody is or anything, and I'm keeping the story pretty well. Okay, the next book, which is not part of Nonfiction November, but really a wrap up from October, is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. This is fantastic. I'm at the oh, you can't even see because I don't have my bookmark in, but I'm at like page 503 of about 600, and it is really, really, really good. I'll probably do a whole review on it next week. I have started but haven't really dove in. I've read the first chapter and a couple of pages of Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. I heard this from Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading. She read this and she talked about it as this nature writing, which I really wanted to read. And it's by Dillard, and this won the Pulitzer Prize of its year for nonfiction. And then there's a commenter, Michael Clark, who leaves me the most amazing comments. I mean, so many of you do. And Michael Clark is one of the folks that just leave just fantastic comments. And so they recommended Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, and I picked it up, and I've been really enjoying it. What I need to do is just set aside a few hours to really dig in and get into the rhythm of her writing, though it is incredibly, incredibly engaging, and so far I'm really, really enjoying it. So nonfiction. And then on my phone, or wherever you listen, I listen on my phone, I'm listening to Hunger by Roxanne Gay, and it's only about a 6-hour listen. It's a 6-hour listen, and I'm about an hour and a half to 2 hours in. It's interesting, heartbreaking. So Hunger, it's called Hunger, a Memoir of My Body. I'm trying to think about how to explain it, and so I've known about Roxanne Gay for years. Let's back up. I've known about Roxanne Gay for years. I found out about her through podcasts. I used to listen to an absolute boatload of podcasts, and she was often a guest star talking about her books and so on and so forth. So I've known about her for years. And I knew that she wrote Hunger, and it's called A Memoir of My Body. And in the memoir so far, she's grappling with the fact that she embodies someone who's very large, and it was the result or a part of a really traumatic event that happened in her life and the way that she dealt with it. But it's in some ways literary, but it reads or listens to like a blog, very short chapters, and she is processing what her body means to her in this book, and she takes you along with that process. So I'm listening to that, really a bit brutal, really heartbreaking in many ways, but Roxanne Gay has such a unique voice that I've been enjoying it. I don't know, I'm sure I will have more to say later on. I'm really only, an hour and 20 minutes in of a 6-hour book. So, a little more than a sixth of the way through. But yeah, it's been good so far. So yeah, that's it. But I think I'm going to, bake these. I might show you the last bits of it, but then that's it. I'm gonna call it here, because after this, I have to pick up my son, and it gets a little hairy. Huh, Harry? but not him, Harry. It gets a little crazy because we have homework, we have snack time, I have to start dinner, and it just gets a little messy, I suppose, in our lives, huh, baby? Huh? Oh, baby. So anyways, I will see you all soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye. Slightly underdone. Still really tasty. It's so good. My quiche turned out so pretty.